Good. It's always nice to not have to worry about any runes I might be losing. Now, Dex or Vigor or Endurance? I mean, I just want to keep going Vigor, don't I? It just means I can mess up more in boss fights and still stay alive. And then down we go, and this was the room with the... oh no. Whoops. I was going to say this is the room with the whip in it, as I jumped across to drop down a different hole, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Especially because we can backstab a lot of these buggers. And it wasn't even the whip room. Turtleneck. Get off me. Get off me. You horrible slime. So, yeah, somewhere else is the whip location. The next building that I can drop down bits is the one with the whip, I guess. Excuse me, slime. We've got business to attend to over here with this big lad who seems to be immune to being snuck up on. Ouch. That was close. A chest, lovely. With the Twin Blade Talisman. That was last hit of attacks, wasn't it? Maybe a Twin Blade build at some point would be fun. I like Twin Blades. Dual Twin Blade in Dark Souls 2 was ridiculously good fun. And yeah, this is the building with the whip in it. I'm reasonably certain. And probably also some buggers that maybe we can snipe with the old bow. We could probably use our shiny new lantern as well. We did buy it for a reason. Okay, we can't hit you because of the angle. But we can hit you at least a few times. Can't hit you because of the beam. You gonna come back? He's thinking about it, but he's not sure because of the old bow. Too bad, friend. And then any more for any more. Not that we can really get, so... oh! You can drop onto the side bit. Even better. So that means we can just lock on and do our cowardly little thing. And that should be them. And that should be the whip. Sweet. I have to get that nicely leveled up at some point soon. Was there any reason to come across here? Ah. Now we're in trouble. Yep, this isn't going to go well. Do your thing, Annie. Run away. Somber, very nice. Can we make it all the way round? We can. Can we climb back up before we get beasted? Maybe. Is that another item over there? That's cool. Guess we'll snag that loot whilst they work their way back up. Throwing daggers. You lads can climb ladders, can't you? Maybe you can't. If you can't climb ladders, then you're kind of boned, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's not gone well for you there. Now, there's no real plunging attacks in Elden Ring, which is a shame, but that did good damage. Oh, that's just because you're a feeble guy. Okay. We've got the Misbegotten Shortbow. I mean, cool, but it is a short bow. We need long bows. Crab. Fire arrows though. 15 of them. You've just gone and smashed one of your kids. You stupid crab. Guess we'll smash the other one. Just cuz. Nope. Ouch. We'd probably be best off at this point just going back if we could to the old bonfire, but we can't seem to because Crab Daddy is doing his thing. Crab Daddy's not the biggest fan of arrows. Yeah, I think we'll want to do a bit of respawning at the old bonfire. Bonfire? Soul site. Grace site. Before we do anything boss related. But first we'll just have another peek around here because I can't remember if there's out on this side. The answer, it seems, is no. Now, here's the question. Can the boss be shot from here? It seems no. So it's not a Dragon Rider type thing from Souls 2? Because I've got pretty good range. I've got the range talisman for a start. Also, why is the sword that you're using not the sword that we pick up from killing you? Blood arrows are fun, although they don't seem to be doing a lot of bleeding. There we go. Now, what size is this arena? Pretty big. So we shouldn't need to worry about, ouch, running into the ocean. Although, having said that, we are kind of getting trapped. Up. Stop going for me, you terrible boss. I just want to bleed you again and then we'll switch back to normal arrows. He's got AoEs. Have we bled you yet? Or I didn't see if that was a bleed proc or not. That was a bleed proc. And one more for good measure. Whoop. I said. Whoop. Fine, we'll switch to spear and Dags will get the job done anyway. Good boy. And a goodly number of runes for our troubles. Now, popping back to our friend. So, we can't get to him from the behind the castle one, can we? Because... yeah, he's up there, so we'll have to go back to Castle Mornlift. Lovely. And this way, the only enemies we should really run into are the two that knock this guy off the bridge down here. And then we can deal with them easily enough. Although, he got the best of him this time. Well done, sir. Yeah, he's a bit tougher than them when he doesn't fall off the side immediately. Hi, friend.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sun no longer on sight. Thanks to you,
Yep.
my arena has a... I only hope.
Yeah, hopefully Arena remains intact, along with her gentle nature. I'm sure she's not already in a pile on the floor somewhere. Right, so we can upgrade our longbow a bit more. That's probably pretty handy, because that's our main weapon of choice. But the whip's our backup weapon now, so let's pump that up a bit too. And let's switch to it as well. Although, we've got 2 Uchi-Katanas now. May as well just see what it looks like to power stance a couple of these bad boys. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Slash, slash, slash. Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, that's pretty sick. But no, we're going for whip. Yeah, whip's pretty cool. But yeah, good to know that we can summon Spirit Ashes as well. So we should probably upgrade our Spirit Ashes at some point. But I'm not a big fan of the Militiamen. They don't seem to do very much before they just die. So maybe we'll bring along Jellyfish friend, see what she can do. I'm sure this lad can be poisoned. Yeah, come on up, darling. Get in here. Get whirlwinded again. God damn it. Jellyfish is getting bashed. She's not even got a poison off yet. And there she goes. So it didn't work out well for Jellyfish there. Ah. Yeah. Come on, Nefeli, let's do it. Okay, that's not the best start. Roll away. jumping strikes, because jumping attacks are fun. Have we got him down for a riposte? We have, good. So that's good damage. I will take a sup. An insurance sup. But Nepheli's about to go down. We're about to go down. But she's not down yet. Another quick sup. And away. And yeah, she's about to drop. But so's Godfrey. You ain't the Lord of Shite, my friend.
We'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of cold.
Good work, Nepheli. Thank you for all of your assistance. That was pretty neat. And we got a great rune, everybody. Ooh. Right, so yeah, so these don't do anything in and of themselves right now. But if you take them to a divine tower and power them up, then they can potentially do something for you. So stands beyond the Great Bridge from Stormvale Castle, that's fine. But even then, I still think you need to use a rune arc before it actually has any effect. But the main thing is we've got another level. Lovely, 15k runes isn't bad going. Now, which door was it we came through? I think it was that one. So we're going this way. Ah, and that's how we get to this throne, which Cherry found by sneaking around the back of the castle. Good to know. So there's a great boy around somewhere, isn't there? What else was there around here? Doesn't seem to be much up here, except a ladder which leads down. Let's just quickly bob back and check the other door. No item ahead. Thanks. Yep, you're right. That's just an empty room for no clear reason. How did you die here? I can only assume that was an invader that killed you. But for now, grapes. Excellent. Everyone loves a good eyeball. Now we can venture out into Lingrave the proper way, as it were. Not Limgrave. Leona. You know. You know the one. And a nice sight of grace for our troubles. But we still haven't fully cleared the castle because there's at least one more golden seed in there, I believe, that we can get. We haven't got enough golden seeds to increase our flasks just yet, so... Whereabouts... What's the quickest way to that other golden seed that I'm thinking of? Let's see. I may not have the... It's in the room with the grafted scion, more or less. Let's have a look around. Because there's... Is it Scion or is it Scion? I should make up my mind what I'm going to call that guy. I think it's Scion. So yeah, if we can find our way to the grafted scion, preferably without going the way that Noob did. Then that would be just dandy, because there's an item in there that is related to Roderica, who is now back at the hold. Oops. Tried to set the lift off and then Save ourselves having to wait for it to come back down. No, we've just wasted more time than we would have done if we'd just left it. So what have we up here? Is there anything in the other direction? Or is this not the site of grace that we needed? This just leads back out here, and then Pot Friends, and then down there is our site of grace. So yeah, this site of grace hasn't helped us with what we wanted. Let's try the Rampart Tower. Still a lot of learnings to do about the layout around here. Bloody birds. Oops. I said, switch weapons, you nodder. Beat Godric, killed by bird. That was nearly the case, anyway. Now. Death awaits down there. Rooftops. Ah, rooftops might be helpful. Although, can we make that jump? Should we try and make that jump? I'm gonna try it. Hup! We didn't make the jump. Maybe if we'd done a running jump, but there's kind of no room there to do a running jump. Because you have to hold B to get into running mode, but then if you hold B, then you just backstep off the old platform. So yeah, and that time it just didn't give me enough speed. So what's in there? Is that where we get that dagger? Yep, that's enough silliness. Let's try the other direction. There's still an enormous lift in this place that we haven't worked out, I think. So that contraption doesn't move, so this lift, I guess we've not worked out yet. This big lift we've not figured out either. You there. How do you feel about two great swords? You're not a fan. Good. Ooh, that was risky. You've got no shield, friend. It's not going to bode well for you. Yeah, it's a long drop. It's a big long drop. So I guess we need to get down to the bottom. And then we can ride that lift up and then it will work. Perhaps. But we can't get down to the bottom, can we? Because there's no way down from there, is there? That's just where the old banished halberd guy is, right? Or am I thinking of a different floor? I'm thinking of a different floor. The next one down might be banished halberd guy. Yeah, because there he is. So what's across here? Back where we were seconds ago. Amazing. I know what I'm doing. Sod it. Let's press on, see what the sword burbs have got to say for themselves. Not a lot if we cheese them a bit with platforms. Hello, there's one over there. I was going to see if we could hit t'other one that's down there, but it's fine. We'll take that one out instead if that's the one that's going to be the one we lock onto. Stormhawks. I guess that's your name then, is it? Yeah. else we got in this direction? Bliss. Now that bridge looks kind of familiar. That might be the start of the game over there. And down there we've got a platform. Maybe. Looks like it. Yes. What does that do for us? Anything? Bloodstain suggests that guy didn't know where to go next and threw himself to his death, perhaps. But then there's a bloodstain over there, which means we should be able to drop down there. Good. And then we've got an item over there, which is very nice. Perhaps. The marred wooden shield. No. It's always a bloody wooden shield. Come on. Good boy. There we go. Now, is this leading us anywhere important? Or is this just leading us to a dead end? Maybe this is the end of the line. That guy looks like he maybe tried going across there. Yeah. Didn't work out for him. But there's a rock over here, so we can continue downwards. Oh, God. Hello? Storm Assault. Sweet, we'll take it. Not quite sure why that jump didn't kill us. Yes, yes, I agree. I didn't expect life either. But here we are. Now where is here? We've got a nice over there. On an extremely dangerous looking platform. So maybe we'll wait for him to turn around and then do a bit of the old sneaky. Or is he just going to keep walking? Yeah, you keep walking, friend. Now. Oh my goodness. How much damage do you take? The answer isn't much. The answer is definitely not enough. So we'll stop for a quick sup and then we'll cheese it up here and hopefully find somewhere to get away from you. Ah! Is this the very bottom of the big tall lift? It would seem to be, judging from the fact that that's the corpse we left behind earlier. But is this going to take us up to Halberd Night? Or is this taking us all the way up to the top? It's taking us above Halberd Night. Good. So that's one mystery solved. Anywhere we want to jump off the sides, maybe? Potentially. That looked like a bit of a platform. But is it of any use to us? Not really. It's just a bit of a platform. And down there is death. If we were to carry on down below the lift. Yeah, that's death. Or is it? Hint of light down there, but yeah, it's probably death.